Here's the lag.
Yeah, sorry, Carl. I believe his daughter and his son are somewhere around here. I thought I saw them. Jayson Shaw winning.
Jayson Shaw wins the lag.
Carl, I noticed Jayson over here practicing, and I got in here around 10 a.m.
The first rack, Jayson Shaw to break.
It's 12:30 now. He's not moved from that practice table for the last 2 hours.
Two ball. He's going towards the corner. There it is, and the split looks to be okay. Well, the green 6, there's a bit of action there.
Yeah, and he waved his hand kind of like he got lucky, right?
Two ball.
I guess that's the case because these guys are always playing the 1-2 the side pocket.
Do you like that holding your hand up, or do you think just get on with it?
I wish it wasn't a thing, right? Because I even do it. But I actually no, I don't like it. I wish it wasn't a thing. It can play mind tricks with you, in my opinion.
Obviously, this table in the main arena has not been played on all week. So the felt, the balls, it's all brand new. The balls are shiny. So this makes the table play a little different to what all the players have been used to on the other tables.
That's an excellent point. Federer Gorst made a decision last match where he probably should have gone a different direction, but did not, and the new cloth probably cost him at least a game. So that's a great point. Is he playing here, Carl? He going for the 6-8 combination?
Yeah, I think he's got to, and as you know, Scott, you want to land perfect on this type of combo, right in behind it.
And he's aware of this. This is about as good as you can get.
That is tremendous.
Yeah, and he's allowed here to where he can hit it easy, therefore the pocket takes the black 8 very well, just like so. He's going on with it, Carl.
Yeah, Jeremy Jones said at the table 5 minutes ago, the start of this match for both players is key because they play their way into the match, don't they? They start to loosen up.
Yeah, and Jeremy's touched on adrenaline as it kicks in and what that does for you as well, so I totally agree. You talk about a flow player. I don't know if there's anybody that flows better than the man at the table right now.
Well, there's the opening rack for eagle-eyed Jayson Shaw with the break and run.
Thank you.
1-0 short. Look at the arena. It's nice, very nice. The players, they feel special out there, Scott.
They really do. I felt special just walking in the doors. It's beautiful, and I think this view is beautiful. Matchroom doing everything they can to make these players feel professional.
Yeah, and just to the right of the screen, the TV screen, there's another 2 tables in action, and there's a healthy crowd around them tables as well. Here we go, you'll see them in a moment. There's the massive TV screen. So if you sat watching them tables, you can also watch the big TV screen. Fantastic match happening right there. Ko-Pin Chung versus Joshua Filler. They're just starting out. And then on the other table, Daniel Maciel, well, he's playing Robbie Capito, Hong Kong. Capito leads 4 racks to 2. He's at the table, so he's looking good. Well, Ko-Pin Chung has took the first.
Yeah.
Another good match there, Scott. Chung versus Filler.
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
Be interesting to see if Filler
The second rack, Jayson
gets
Shaw
to the
break.
final this week.
Leading by 1 rack to 0.
Winner break format. That's why Jayson's at the table, breaking in the second. Oh, this is better, Scott. This is a lot better. Thunderous break.
Yeah, the purple 5 is cleared. Wide open. Once again, there might be a little cluster on the top right side of the table.
Oh, this is better, Scott. This is...
But other than that, this something you'd like to have in a dream. Splitting the 7 and 8, Carl.
Yeah, found a nice little gap there.
Does he play the brown 7 in the right-hand side pocket? 5 leads to it. I think he does, right?
Yeah, I like that option. I like it a
Extension
lot.
code.
Just got to make sure he comes out for this 4-ball here. If he's dead straight, well, he can pinch it a little bit.
Does he go to the side with it? Okay. Make sure he gets up there like you said.
The beauty of these two players is they've played in loads of Mosconi Cups. So when you go to the Mosconi Cup, there's one table, doesn't get touched, so they're so used to playing this style of pool.
Yeah, that's a great point as well. They are in familiar territory.
May play this with a little right English just to carry the cue ball over.
Which can be a little tricky on new cloth. You'll notice these guys will try and limit as much inside or outside English as possible on newer cloth. Keep it simple. And he sure looks like he's keeping it simple.
Settled in nicely. The tables helped him. He's had opportunities in rack 1 and in rack 2. There's the 9.
Jayson Shaw wins the rack.
Quick 2 racks here in this last 16 encounter. Shaw wins the opening 2. The 46th US Open Pool Championship here in Atlantic City. Capito's at the table. He did win that rack. It's now 5-2 over Masil. Kopin Chung. You can see an edge of the blue too. So Filler will get to the table in rack 2 over there. What a player Joshua Filler is, by the way.
Yeah, he's probably the best I've ever seen at delivering the cue, especially if you're playing him. You just feel his natural ability.
Third rack. Jayson Shaw to break, leading by 2 racks to 0.
Scott, you played in the tournament. Let's have a little talk about this break shot, the cup break. Talk us through what you've got to do, what the players are looking for.
Well, I think what they're looking for to begin with is where the blue 2 is. I think it makes a huge difference. These guys break the balls enough to understand wherever they rack that blue 2 is where they're probably going to get a better option at shooting it. So you're obviously cutting the 1 and you're basically playing the 1 to either corner pocket, maybe a bit short to that side. You want to send the cue ball 1 rail into the stack like that and hope to come out with a shot, but you can actually play position on that blue 2 wherever they put it in the rack.
Well explained and well broke off for Jay. He hit that break lovely, didn't he? He's got to just pay a bit of attention here. He's decided to take what the table gives him. He's going to back himself to pot this, draw off the side rail. Doesn't need to get crazy with the cue ball because of where the pink 4 is.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't need to overhit this. Well done right there. You come around 3 rails or 1 rail. I think 1 rail is the safest. Split the 5 and the 9.
3's tricky on this new felt.
Yes, it is. Yeah, pops out 2 rails. Even better. Really like that play.
Here's one for you. Does he sneak the gap behind the 6 or does he come
short?
Yeah.
I like the short option because the table plays long, right, Carl?
Okay.
I don't know, though. I'm definitely not out there.
Extension code.
You've been out there, buddy. Don't need to sell yourself.
In a different game, probably.
You know.
Ooh.
He went
like
for the gap.
Yeah, and it looked like it caught a little bit of a skid there.
Got to make sure you don't land on the left rail here, because that might lead to a longer 9-ball.
That's a great call, Carl, because he was aware of that. Boy, he just looks real good. Gotta wonder what Sky is thinking over there in that chair.
Well, he's probably thinking I'm the best spectator in the house because the first 3 racks, Jayson sure has took them. He leads 3 racks to 0 over Woodward.
Barry Berman, son and daughter, Brady and Shannon. I've known them a long time. Both class act people, just like their father. They're here to support the tournament and give away the Barry Berman Trophy.
A lot of history, Scott, down in Virginia. We've been there many times. Cool time, wasn't it?
Man, it was. It was a cool time, and this is a different feel, but it's got that. It's still got that U.S. Open feel, but maybe even more. And I know Barry would be absolutely thrilled. Uh-oh, watch the white.
Skyler is out of the chair. The crowd will let you know.
And don't think this young man doesn't eat it up, Carl.
Start the shot clock, please.
Actually expecting a kiss there in mid-rack and didn't catch it, and this is the result.
No table time, so he's got to just be a little bit careful. All the balls are in the open, but crazy things can happen when you've been sat there and when you've watched your opponent run the first three.
Yeah, correct, Carl. I don't know if his hands are cold or not, but the first 2 or 3 balls of this rack are very important. You can start to get that adrenaline going and the feel of everything. It sounds easy, but it's not.
Yeah, I think he might have landed a little weird there, just the way his mannerisms are.
Yeah, and he's a flow player just like Jayson. Therefore, it's a struggle. He's definitely on the wrong side of this three. He's going to have to come to the short side by the looks of things to get to the pink 4.
Good news is the purple 5 goes past the 8, so if he just gets a little angle, he can float up into the centre. Big shot coming up.
He's hit it nicely. Perfect, Carl.
Yeah, well done, Skyler.
The further he goes into this rack, the more comfortable he will get. And these guys tend to forget about the score and just play the game. He's hit that fat. This new cloth accepted that ball, Carl.
Yeah, that kind of thing can sort of help you ease into a match because the players know it doesn't have to be centre pocket.
Saw a little movement in the end of that stroke there, so something you don't typically see from Skyler Woodward.
I think over the years where I've watched Skyler, he possesses very good safety game, a lot of bottle, a lot of heart, good shot maker. Now and again misses the odd silly pot.
Yeah, I would say that's his ultimate weakness, is something that maybe he takes for granted. But his moving abilities and his knowledge around the table have grown substantially.
Anywhere in the centre of the table, this can get away from you though. And you end up doing that, you sort of come out the shot a little bit.
Exactly, Carl. And Skyler's probably one of the players that can get the most out of that shot, and I'm sure he was aware of that. If not, maybe he heard you.
I need to start whispering.
I think you have been. It's kind of the same shot here, Carl. You got to kind of be careful not to overrun this below the 9. Okay, he's done well.
That's going to make him feel like a king out there. What a shot.
Do you think they like him here at the U.S. Open?
I think they want Skyler to win. I'll go out on a limb and say that.
Yeah, he's the last remaining player for the United States still in the tournament.
This will also pump Jayson Short up as well. He sat in the arena. The cheer's not for him, but that makes you wake up, get involved. This was a good shot. Coming across the face of the 9 and then to leave yourself that easy 9. The worst thing you can do is start leaving yourself a little long where you've got to 2-rail the 9.
Yes, absolutely. Very touchy. He hit it clean. Pocket the 8 very clean. He looks serious, right? He's very serious. And I've watched him this whole tournament. He seems serious.
Skyler Woodward to break, trailing by 3 racks to 1.
We were talking about the odd missed pot here and there. We were talking about his strengths. This cut break is not one of his strengths. He can hit this thin and start losing the cue ball near the corner.
Notice the cue ball a little more towards the center than a lot of players will use it. He's hit it well, but the 1 has not fallen. Purple 5 looked like it was going, and that gives you an idea how tight these pockets are. It didn't even hang up.
One ball was close. Kind of went top jaw of the middle, so that was a good hit.
Yeah, and a tricky opening for Shaw. What do you do here, Jayson? Or excuse me, what do you do, Carl? Do you push? Do you play some type of a defensive play? Do you bank the one to the top rail and try and get down here behind any of these balls?
Yeah, for anyone watching thinking, just play the yellow one onto the 3, that will not be happening. That's far too difficult. But like you say, yeah, it's a bit of a...
It's rare to push with the 1 open and the cue ball. But this might be one of those situations. I think he's going to try and manufacture some type of safety. But the safety is tricky, Carl.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a push. There
Push
you go.
out
That's
code.
what it's called.
Extension code.
And
Oh,
that tells you how
extension.
tricky this is, Carl.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, you identified that.
Everything's just kind of off angle, right? Even playing the 1 above the 3 to the top rail, Kiss could be on because the cue ball's close to the rail, so he's avoided that decision.
Yeah, and if he rolls towards the 4, he might try and tie the 4 up onto the 5, but he knows he's leaving like an easy safety here. That's why he took a little bit of time on this rollout.
Yeah, and I like the shot. He tied the 2 up, which went a step further than what both you and I actually thought.
Skyler's going to come off the right edge, send the 1 below the 3, cue ball back round, try and use the 9-ball.
Boy, he's actually hit it really well. It's tough to get past those balls. It was very difficult, Carl, to get the 1 to not touch the 3, so he had to catch that just right. Jayson, see this ball?
I think he can because he's looking at the 2-4 carom.
Little unfortunate for Skyler, but still a tough shot. Yeah, he's hit it fat.
Ooh, he hit that real fat. That won't please him.
No, I saw some body movement too. He did raise up.
You know what it's like at this level when you're faced with that type of shot. Obviously you want to pot it to run the rack, but there's that little bit of arrogance in you where we've got a packed crowd, you're playing Skyler Woodward, you wait to knock that into to gloat, really.
Well, look at this decision. So the 1 didn't play, huh? That tells me the 1 didn't play.
Would he be concerned the cue ball's not on the 9, or do you think?
Well, I think that was a mistake. I think that was a mistake. I don't mind the decision he made, but I do think that you've got to get him covered up. We're talking about the best in the world here. And to your point, Carl, he's brought out the jump and returned with a pretty good shot. Actually, a great shot, even if Skyler conceded 1.
Yeah, that's the way he played it. Control the cue ball, keep it down here, get rid of the 1 ball up top.
Yeah, these guys have advanced that jump cue so far in the last few years that they play defense,
Extension
they play
code.
offense. They can do anything with it, Carl. Speaking of the jump cue, Skyler going airborne.
Oh, it's a beauty. Where's the cue ball going? It's okay.
Yes, but we're going back to the push out, Carl. This is where Jayson tied that 2 ball up with the pink 4. Look at this hit. How good are these guys with this jump cue?
Yeah, that went in the middle of the pocket.
And I really think Fedor Gorst was kind of a pioneer to elevate these guys at the jump cue. They've realized how good he was and said, well, I can do that too. Oof. A little pressure from the clock, Carl?
Yeah, it was all a bit. It was awkward, wasn't it, where the balls were sat? So he was in a bit of trouble. So will Shaw be tempted at the bank, or is he going to try and get the cue ball towards the 6? Yeah, he is.
He hit it well, Carl.
Yeah, and also he was trying to get the 2 ball on the top rail as well.
Yeah, he's put that 2 ball in a position where if Skyler doesn't hit the ball going in, he risks scratching there in the lower right corner pocket. So I think that he needs to really take some time here and make sure he hits this ball properly.
Yeah, watch the scratch second rail as well.
Oh, he did hit it going in, and that's half of the job. Did he get away with it? Sometimes you get paid for making a good hit, and I think he may have, but that pink might allow that a bigger pocket. That's a great view there, Carl. The ball does pass. This could prove costly. Oh.
This needs to bounce.
Is that the way you play it on new cloth? For comfort, that's probably the way he felt easiest to pocket the ball.
Yeah, everyone has like a certain hit, don't they? Where they
Yes.
feel like, I'm going to pot this ball.
Exactly.
Maybe tempted at the bank.
Wow. I just feel like on these tight pockets that you really need to be sure that that's the shot you want to play. I think he was a better favorite at cutting that ball. The 3 was not close to the rail, so he had an opportunity there. The cue ball was what he was worried about. I think that's why he chose your decision.
Also, because you've got that bit more of a bigger pocket with a slide, maybe he thinks he could get a few revolutions out of the 3 ball and it could spin in.
Definitely if you get it close, and that would have happened.
Jacked up for Woodward, though. Got to be careful.
Oh, did he play a window?
Smart.
Very smart. That's what you call being aware of your surroundings.
Still, had to hit the cue ball nice. Look at the cue ball just stopping its tracks.
Yeah, and you noticed it jumped up in the air probably about an inch. Uh-oh. Watch out.
Dicey out there. That was very dicey.
Very dicey. Obviously, the crowd acts like he's got a shot. Skyler acts like he's got a shot. So he must have a shot. Anywhere out here in the center of the table, Carl, should be good. He doesn't want to get flat on this ball. Yeah, he's got a slide angle. Skyler is one of the best in the business getting the most out of this, and what I mean by that is bringing that cue ball 1 rail over and getting a real good angle on the 8. He's almost perfect, actually.
Could do with finding the rail here, or certainly get past the potting angle.
That's kind of what I meant by getting the most out of it, Carl. I don't know that he meant to get to that side, right? If he did, well played.
He's going to draw back. I'd be half tempted going forward. But I understand this type of shot. It's just, now you're just leaving this little...
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Putting a little bit of draw on it means you have to put some pace on it. You could miss the ball doing that.
Well, what a response this has been for Woodward. Back against the wall, lost the opening 3 to a 3-pack, but he's won the remaining 2. Lucius Jack 110.5. Let's hear from him. This is exactly how he won, with a golden break.
And I would call that a heartbreaker.
Aloysius, congratulations on the win. Tell us, if you would, about the start of the match, because it seemed very close between the two of you early on.
Yeah, it was pretty much back and forth, and it was a bit scrappy. The table was playing a bit tough today, and the balls were feeling very heavy, so I think both of us struggled a lot with the conditions, actually. And yeah, I'm really lucky to be the one that go through.
Halfway through, it didn't look like the sort of match anyone was going to win 10-5. So what made the difference and enabled you to pull away like that?
Yeah, I got a couple of good rolls also, and I managed to take advantage of them. I played some good safeties, and yeah, I left him in pretty tough spots, and yeah, I managed to take the chance after he gave it to me.
So a lot of matches under your belt now in this tournament. Where do you feel your game's at overall?
I'm still struggling, but I need to break better for sure. So I'm definitely going to work on my break a lot for the next match. Overall, I'm feeling okay, but yeah, it's going to be a new match later. So let's see how it goes.
And you almost won this championship 2 years ago, Aloysius. A lot's happened since then, including that great run at the World Cup. Do you feel in general you're a better player now than you were 2 years ago?
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking a bit more maturely compared to before, but I know I still got lots to learn, so yeah, I'm enjoying it right now, and just take it easy and focus on the next match.
Great to see you in the quarters. We look forward to watching you later. Thanks, Aloysius.
Thank you, thank you.
Very honest interview there from Aloysius Yap. Said he struggled with the
you.
break. He'll head over to the practice table, I'm sure, before his
Settle down,
quarter-final
please.
match,
Rack 6, Skyler Woodward to break, trailing by 2 racks to 3.
where he will play the winner of Victor Zelinski or David Alcade.
Carl, what a humble young man, and everywhere I go, I keep hearing his name and seeing his results. Is it his time, I wonder?
2 years ago, lost to Piado in the final.
So he's been here before. Here, this one has been missed. The Brown 7 flukes.
Ooh, this is awkward.
Yeah, does the pink 5 play off the 3? Some type of a combination here. I think it does, Carl. I think it's a pretty big pocket, too. I think he might shoot it.
Okay.
He definitely doesn't look like he's going to shoot it.
Yeah, Skyler's not scared to attack the table. He doesn't mind going for these shots, does he?
Well, I mean, it's kind of one of those things, right? Can you lose by playing safe or win by being aggressive? I think that's kind of the situation here. Or is it another situation where you want to push with the 1 and cue ball wide open? I don't think so.
Extension code.
If it wasn't a combination, he'd play the ball into the rail off the ball, wouldn't he? The fact that it's a combination is making him think twice.
It is making him think twice, because what you don't want to
Extension
do
code.
is hit the 3 going in. That's disaster. That is disaster.
Should have been the system, yeah, it's fine. You're good, yeah.
20 seconds remaining on the extension, Carl.
He wants to shoot this, but that little thing in his brain is saying, should I shoot it? Should I play safe? Should I roll out? He's going for this. Trying to play the 5 off the rail, off the 3.
Oh.
He fooled us.
He fooled us all. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to play out for him. I think he had a better opportunity going for that ball, even if he went for the 3-ball combination. But he might have talked himself out of that, Carl.
Yeah, it took a lot of time. Used the extension as well.
Oh, look at this. He's fooled me as well. I thought he might cut that and come down towards the purple 5.
That's baffled me, that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought he was playing that with a little right English.
Well, I think they're playing a little game with each other.
This game's about potting balls, Scott.
That's what I thought. Well, he's definitely going at this pot.
Take a gamble into the ball. Hope you land on it.
Oh, he's overcut. Has he gotten away with it, Carl?
He has.
Maybe. This could. Ooh.
This is what makes the game of 9-ball thrilling to watch. Sometimes it's not nice to be in the chair, going through the motion, thinking it's the worst game you've ever played in your life. But from where we're sat and where the crowd is and the people watching,
It's fun, isn't it?
It's real fun. You can definitely get through to that.
You can. I don't know if he's concerned about pocketing the 3 on accident or if he's going to play the cue ball behind the 9. I like sending the 1 up past the 9 and 5, but he might go the other way. He
Playing
did.
bank.
He went for the pot.
What a shot. The full rail bank from short. He weighed it up. He fancied it. He's made it. Make a statement in the game.
Absolutely. Notice the difference towards his commitment. Sky's questionable opportunity in the first shot in this game. He just went ahead and committed. And that's how it's done.
Went in the heart of the pocket as well.
Yeah, and that sends a message, right? I think Skyler knows now that it's go time or no time. Because Jayson Shaw is not going to wait around for anybody.
Yeah, and that's the arrogance I was talking about before. You know, this is the entertainment business.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, watch
Where's
out,
this
cue
going?
ball. Needs a little look here, Scott. Needs to flick it to land on it. Boy, that is a favourable nudge.
Yeah, and I'm not quite so sure which side of that green 6 he was trying to get on. But I guess that might be a reward for potting the 1 so nicely. They do say luck favors the brave.
Okay, Shaw with a full table
Jayson,
bank.
where's the
That's set up the rack. That's set up a 2-rack lead. It's 4-2. under their names is their world ranking. Shaw at 4, Woodward at 13.
I think that number 75% is pretty big to nothing with the breaks in games won.
These are the other matches in action. Martial is at the table to tie it up at 6s. That's going to go all the way. It's got that feeling. Ko Ping Chung, the little brother of Ko Ping Yi, has got a makeable 9-ball to take a 2-rack lead over former US Open champ Joshua Filler. Filler's in a battle over there. That's another classic match. 2 of the top players on the World 9-ball tour. Can he make this ball?
I'd say he's a big favorite.
He's a killer as well, just like big brother Ko.
Thank you. Rack 7. Jayson short to break. Leading by 4 racks to 2.
Hitting the break well, Mr. Shaw. Can he continue?
Such a sweet camera view coming into the arena. This break was hit nicely. Watch the cue ball on the rail. It's not going to be easy here. Does he go for the bank again, Carl, in the opening shot? I think the defensive play is there.
Safety's looking okay. Could just bank it back across table, send the cue ball down towards the left.
Yeah, I think the only teaser here is if you note where the 3 is. It's the only thing. I mean, maybe it's going through his mind is all I got to do is knock this down, not so much worry about the white. The defensive play seems to be what he's doing. This might be an error, Carl.
Yeah, that's a big error. I thought the 2 balls should be coming parallel back over.
Absolutely, because you had 3 balls to protect. Instead, he tried to clean, get it behind the pink 4, and nudged the 5 coming down, which left this shot.
Playing this into the right side
Extension
pocket.
Yeah, and I've noticed, Carl, when you're shooting this shot, you're definitely wanting to play to overcut this ball versus hit it towards the pocket. These pockets play tight.
Watch out, scratch.
Oh, no.
You
Partial.
could see it coming off the rail.
Ball
It
in
was
hand.
always going close to the purple 5. That is an unfortunate roll.
Yeah, that's never going through in your mind when you've got a
Start the shot,
shot
please.
such as that. I would call that an unforced error, but at the same time, you've got to feel for Sky.
Yeah, it was vitally potted to 2, so he put all his effort into making the 2. But the pocket's always there.
Everything going Shaw's way at the moment. This man, he can run with it.
Really took it to Skyler, didn't he, in the previous rack with that bank shot. You can see it in his eyes. He is pumped up for this. There it is. Shaw opens up back to a 3-rack lead. Unfortunate scratch from Woodward. He lets you know what he thinks about that.
You know what those 2 players have in common? They're both wearing Rolexes.
Like your good self, Scott, in comms. I can see it glistening.
I didn't say it for that reason, Carl. I just wonder if Rolex is paying attention. Maybe they'll jump on as a sponsor, Carl.
Okay. Capito's at the table, tied at 6-6. Very, very talented young player from Hong Kong.
I have not seen a lot of this young man, but what I have seen, I'm highly impressed.
Yeah, good player, good cueist. One of the few players who's at this event with a coach. He has a full-time coach with him.
Really? That's interesting because it seems like the golfers and tennis players have that, and I would love to see this sport start turning that direction. He's also built
Rock
for
8.
pool, Carl,
Jayson
unlike
short
yourself
break. Leading by
and
5
me.
rocks to 2.
What are we built for?
Maybe bowling, I don't know yet.
Watch out, cue ball. Okay, thin snip on the 2 is very, very thin indeed.
Yeah, it's ironic it's kind of ended up in the same general area as last time. Did he learn from his last mistake? I mean, he can do the same thing, Carl. He can come down here behind the green 6 or utilize the 7.
Could also get the cue ball up into the top right corner.
I think I like that more.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. But he doesn't. And this is okay, but you're pretty much guaranteed that Sky's going to make contact with this. With your shot, you get distance on the 2 behind possibly the green 6 and really bury him behind the balls in the top right corner. I really like that shot. I think he overlooked something.
Extension code.
Boy, this is a touchy jump with the black 8 wing right there. Is he jumping to play it in the corner?
No, I don't believe that, Potts.
I think he might be better off, and I think that might be what he's thinking about. He might be better off kicking at this ball in some type of way. As he's looking at, he's looking at the kick now.
He's had a swipe at this ball, needs a bit of fortune, needs the 2 ball to keep rolling, otherwise Shaw's going to have a putt in the side, and that's what he's left.
Yeah, a little unfortunate there. What are the odds, though? Notice, Carl, you've mentioned something about Shane Van Boening. You said if Shane ever did have a weakness, it would be something like that. Every now and then he'll just take kind of a flyer to kick. You know, sometimes these players just hope to get lucky, I think, and I've been there many times.
This must be tight. It goes.
Extension code.
Does Jayson know that we can see how easily this ball pots?
I think he knows it goes. I think sometimes you just stay down there for the sake of it. It went easy.
Yeah, maybe a little showmanship.
Yeah, making Skyler think it's tight. I've got a chance in the chair.
Yeah.
It's becoming slightly worrying, this.
Yeah, it's starting to slip away. You got signs of that following the scratch last game. You could just sense a couple little funny things have gone Jayson's way, and he's played good behind it. And that's what it takes.
For me, this is where Jayson plays his best, his more natural game. He just sees the shot, instinct, plays his instinct shot.
Yeah, I agree, Carl. I would say he's a front runner, but when he's in front, he is a runner.
There it is for the first time in this match. Shaw takes a 4-rack lead. He's keeping the American crowd quiet. Let's head over to table 1 where Philip is playing Ko Ping Chung. Philip's a former champ. Ko Ping Chung is also a champion. Not a US Open champion, but boy, he is a top player. Ko Ping Chung won the big event out in the Philippines at the Sharks Club a few months ago. That was a World Nineball Tour ranking event. And you can imagine how difficult and stacked that field was.
Yeah, we looked at a miss right there on round 7. Filler looks like he's headed to break. He was one of my picks, an obvious pick in this tournament, but he was one of my picks in the final 16 along with Fedor Gorst.
You really edged your bets with them 2 picks.
Well, I'll tell you what, as you know, Carl, these guys are all about equal. If you're in the final 16 of this U.S. Open, you're doing something. Boy, he put some sauce on that break, didn't he?
Yeah, and it's a dry break as we head back to the action. That's how close these tables are.
Thank you. Rack 9, Jayson short to break.
You see a bit
Leading
of
by
worry
6 racks to 2.
in the eyes of Skyler Woodward. It's tremendous pressure, ain't it, Carl? When you're sitting in that chair and couple funny things happen, and the weight of the country is on your shoulders.
Well, talking of funny things, he nearly had a gold, and that would have really hurt Woodward.
Maybe that'll ease his mind just a little and say maybe the pool gods aren't all the way against me. The weight of the country is on your shoulders.
Boy, that was
Jeez,
close.
Christmas.
I believe it was the cue ball.
Yeah.
Just
it was
6 ball.
Wow.
Look at this.
What an angle that was.
Pace is key. Pace is good.
Is it good? It is good.
That's what he's faced with. Got the short stick.
Yeah, I think he's going to play for a bit of luck again, Carl. There's not a lot you can do. Try and create distance.
Extension code.
Possibly hold your cue ball back here somehow, somewhere behind the red 3, allowing the 2 to the top left. Don't have to jump this too high now, or too hard. Oh, he went for the bank. It kind of surprised me there. But hey, luck factors the brave. Excuse me, it favors the brave, Carl.
Sure can see the right edge of this ball.
He can, and note the brown 7. Tough position at the top end of the table.
Yeah, tough because it doesn't go past the 8. Doesn't look like it goes past the 8.
Extension code.
Jayson looking to see if he can bank this ball. He's probably just short of it.
Oh, he could see more than I originally
Yeah,
thought.
he can almost, I think he could probably see the whole ball.
Worst case, he could. It's very risky. You don't want to chip the 2 near the 9 and send the cue ball up to the 8. Imagine
like
leaving
chipping.
something weird.
Yes. Yeah, he went for the bank, and he knew that it was going to play long on this cloth. Did he get away with it again, Carl?
Woodward's already made a jump shot in this match. Fantastic jump shot on the 1. He's still got the playing cue.
Then he can see this. Oh, nicely done. Cue ball needs to settle.
He will take that.
Yeah, it'll definitely work. The shot was not easy. Distance on this table can give you big problems.
Down 4 racks as well.
Yeah, very good point. Great thing about this is the cue ball is going the natural position towards the pink 4. He draws above the 9. Now he's probably conscious of where he wants to get on the green 6 to get to the short side, or excuse me, into the 8 to play the 7 in the top right, I would assume. So he's got to carry an angle here, Carl.
Played it off the rail on purpose. That pulls the cue ball out.
And you can do that a little bit more on this table versus the others. So do you stay on the left side or the right side of the green 6, Carl?
He has had a look to see if the 7 passes the 8.
Watch your shirt, pal.
Yeah, I mean, the last thing you'd want to be doing is shirt fouls.
He's got a really nice angle here, but the problem is he's going to have to punch. So he wants to go into the 8 heavy here.
I'd hate this shot, you know, it's just that little weird angle.
Yeah, and I think that's why I'm saying he's forced to punch. If he's a little further to the right, it's natural. Oh, he's controlled this as nicely as you can, Carl.
Hanging on in springs to mind here.
Yeah, it's a massive game for young Skyler Woodward.
Nice timing as well, because we'll be going to a break after this rack, so the crowd will be energized, the players will take a quick time out. That will pump Skyler up, give Shaw a little something to think about in the short break.
Now, it's an excellent point. It's all real factors.
He's looked good in the balls.
Yeah, I don't really know what he's done wrong. I feel like some funny things have happened, and that's pool.
It's another rack on the board for USA Skyler Woodward. He now trails Jayson Shaw 6 racks to 3.
There you are, Carl.
We look okay, Scott. We're just...
That's about it. Okay.
Yeah, just okay. We're just hanging on in.
I wouldn't go much further than that.
No, we're not getting any younger. Nice to be here, though. Nice to be with you as well, Scott. Thanks for joining us for this match.
It's an honor. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and I'm grateful for the opportunity.
US Open Pool Championships, the 46th edition. Woodward is the last American standing. The crowd want him to win.
Skyler Woodward
Of course they want him to win. He's got the break.
Trailing by 3 racks to 6.
Desi says it right. He's trailing 3 racks to 6.
And like I said, Carl, I think if there's a man in this country right now suited for the challenge, I think it's this one. Oh boy, watch the white. What a mess this could be, Carl.
That's a shame because he made the one
Ball
ball.
in hand.
I mean, that is the risk of this break, though.
Start the
That's
clock,
why
please.
it makes it interesting, Carl. You know you're playing that cue ball into the balls, and if it gets a kiss, it can prove disastrous. That's all he can do,
Please
Carl.
put your phones on silent.
He can just laugh it off or smile it off. What else are you going to do?
Yeah, I mean, this is just part of the game. Shaw's took a gamble.
I think he's taking a major gamble, Carl.
The 5-7 combo was achievable.
I thought it was very achievable. I was highly surprised that he decided to go into this ball. This could prove costly in the match. This might be a turn for the worst. We could always go back to this point if Skyler
Extension
isn't
code.
winning this match. This could be the reason. I'm just pointing it out. I'm not wishing badly on Jayson Shaw. I'm just saying there's always that turning point.
You can see with Jason's face, he feels like he's been unlucky.
I disagree with that. I go with your option. I naturally assumed he was playing the combination. Oh, he's hit it well. Oh, he's caught the point, though. That helps Skyler. But this is a bit tricky, Carl.
And this is a big rack now.
Yeah, and what's he do? That's what he's wondering. He's on the extension here. He's down to 10 seconds. He's got to make a decision. Oh, he's hit it so nicely. That is such a difficult shot on this new cloth. Getting that cue ball to bite off the second rail is a challenge. What a hit. He doesn't seem to like it. Can Jayson see it, or is he just assuming he's going to jump? Oh, he can see it. I did not expect a gap, and he's got it. Yes.
I can see Skyler in his chair. He's shaking his head. He just cannot believe it.
No, he actually executed that defensive play almost as good as you could. It was so difficult to judge that cue ball off the second rail. He's probably wondering, what do I have to do? Three rails into the direction of the 7. He's got choices here.
Shaw won't be worried about playing this in the middle or the corner. Middle pocket it is. And the lead goes back to 4 to Shaw. Woodward's got to just keep hanging in there. Got to hope it turns around.
I agree, Carl. Not much else he can do at this point. Sit there and hope. He hasn't, in my eyes, made really many mistakes. I just feel like a couple things have gone awry. And you can also feel Jayson take quick advantage of it. He's great at it. I feel like that's been the look of the entire match with these two guys for some reason. Sky been much more intense than I'm used to seeing. He has shown us a laugh or two, but very tough to do.
Rack 11. Jayson shot the break, leading by 7 racks to 3.
Skyler knows Jayson has been breaking very well. He's been making balls. That's the other thing. He's up against that. There's that one ball.
Well, he's faced with another challenge on the blue too. Here, I do think you bank it, Carl.
Yeah, I think he's got to have a go at this one.
I think it leads to a two-way, I guess is what they would say. You've got a possible built-in defensive play. If you play it short, just run your cue ball up. He's not happy with it. I wouldn't be upset.
No, I think he's at the table, he's in the chair, he's not seeing things like we're seeing, but I think things are going good for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. I think this ball lays really
What's
nicely.
happening with the shot clock? Don't worry about
Shot
it.
clock.
I mean, if it's not working, it's not working.
Malfunction.
It's not working, so don't mind it. Yeah.
Yeah, clearly there's something wrong with the graphic. You know what it's like, the modern world, technology.
Yes, the bot is not doing its job, and it happens. So here I believe he's just got to use a little low left, right? You're just naturally banking the 2, sliding the cue ball up. Now, do you want to come below the 3 or stay above it? But you've got coverage with those other 3 balls, which are the 8, 9, and 5.
He's thinking safety here.
But do you see the shot I'm talking about, Carl?
Well, I really like the bank shot.
I don't see much that can go wrong if you happen to miss. You
Yeah,
have big coverage.
yeah, I love the bank shot. But he has looked at the safety for a while. But he's going for the bank.
Yeah, and I thought that was the play. I just didn't know exactly what he was going to do with the cue ball. I don't know that he did either, but he knew it was going up there somewhere around the 3.
There you see the slide off that jaw, pulls it into the pocket. He will attack this ball in the corner purely and simply because he knows he can cheat it a little more on the TV table.
Yeah, it's a much bigger pocket. Totally agree. And he's used that bigger pocket. He's actually kicked the 6 out of a trouble spot. He's got a steep angle here on the pink 4. Yeah, he's just going to try and avoid this traffic, I believe. Like so. Well done.
The bridge.
Asking for the bridge. Is he doing a great job out there?
Pool players don't often use the bridge.
Especially nowadays with the extensions everybody has. Be careful not to touch something here. He's just cinched this ball, Carl.
Well, a lot of people will have tried to do a little bit more, but he's backing himself to knock the long 6.
Wow, a little quick right there in the backstroke. Did you see it, Carl?
Yeah, he delivered the cue too quick. Big moment here.
Yeah, he was a little quick there, quicker than normal, and that's a sign of maybe not being 100% certain he was potting that ball. This could be another turning point.
Yeah, the other thing is he played it hard and used the rail. I thought he could have just killed it.
Agreed, and that's possibly another sign of not being comfortable with the shot. Don't want to hit this ball. He did, but barely, so he'll be fine.
Yeah, so we're breaking out into a little bit of moment in this match now. Shaw was looking good for 8-3. This could give Skyler 4 racks, and with the break in the next, this could soon turn into 7-5, 7-6 with Shaw not getting out of the chair.
I fully agree. Sky has to make sure to get out here. It's a big game, and each one of these balls are vital, and he knows it. He's feeling the pressure. And it's kind of like the start of a match, right? When you want to get that feel back, and things just need to start clicking.
Jayson's still in shock. You could see it.
Yeah, but it goes back to, I wonder if he could have done a little bit more with that crutch or bridge. And I'm wondering if he is wondering.
The pool gods helping Woodward there on the 9. The new balls, the new cloth.
And there's the smile that everybody's looking for. The 7 wiped its feet. And the 9 took its socks off. Holy cow.
I'll prefer them to test it. We're testing it now, yeah.
It's okay, Skyler. Shake it off, pal. Move on.
Couple of balls rattled, a couple of balls decided to fall in. Is that a sign things are going to turn around?
It'll be interesting to see.
We don't have beeps in the arena. We don't hear the beeps. We don't hear the beeps in the arena.
He's talking to the patrons, having a laugh, having a giggle out there.
And I think he's great at that, right? He's real good at communicating with fans as far as body language and smiles. He's just such a likable young man.
Just a second.
They are trying to get the shot clock under control, and I think they're getting there.
The thing is, the shot clock is great for the game, but these two don't really need a shot clock. They're not going to be
No,
stuck
they
there.
I
don't.
want to test it to make sure it's working. Why?
I was going to say, I was wondering if it was a timeout. I was going to go walk out, but
No, we're ready now. We're ready. Thank you.
It doesn't take long for the experts to figure it out. We're back.
No, especially with this production here, Matchroom, with a production I've never seen the likes
Thank
of
you.
in professional pool.
Rack 12, Skyler Woodward to break, trailing by 4 racks to 7.
Skyler did mention something about a break while they were attempting to fix the shot clock, and I'm wondering, it just has me wondering, does he need to go settle his nerves? Does he need to use the restroom?
The 1 ball's gone high. The 8
What
ball's
about
going to
the
go.
8? And then what about the 3, Carl?
A little unfortunate, but this is the game of 9-ball. You never know what you're going to get off the break. You've got to deal with it.
Yeah, we do have it.
So for the folks at home, when they say the 1 goes a bit high, they say you're catching it a hair full with this cut break. And I tend to wonder if that's the case. If the 1 goes short of the side, you're hitting it too thin. If it goes long of the side, you're hitting it too full. He's playing the 3. Where does the 1 go?
Taking a gamble. May come round for the other corner pocket near where his bridge hand is.
Oh, he's hit this great. He needs the 1 to settle, Carl.
He can chop this ball in, but it's just run on that little bit far to make things a little scary for him.
Yeah, you want to avoid that corner pocket up to his left. I think he's going to spin this. It looks. He's got to hold the cue ball.
And it's thin.
He's got to hold it.
Bump the 7.
I like the way he played that, Carl. He just focused on the 1.
Still got to get the job done here, but it's amazing how this can happen. Shaw misses opportunity for 8-3. A mid to long range 6 ball. Expect him to make that shot. Skyler rattles the 7, it falls. He rattles the 9. Somehow it fell in a little bit like the Tiger Woods golf ball at
Absolutely.
Augusta. He had a bit of that feel about it, and now he's had a break, made a good combo, and what a chance this is.
Yeah, if he can finish this run, it definitely sends a message, and you think this crowd would just go a little bit more crazy. And now they all lead to each other, Carl. I would say he's gone.
Yeah, this would take a big, big mistake.
Guess you may not want to get straight in on the 6, just a slight angle.
This got to settle down. This needs to settle down.
I think he's fine. He wanted a little less angle, but you can still hold this with a high cue ball.
Extension code.
Smart play. That's Moscone Cup team experience there. Don't let the beat come down. Although it's coming down fairly quick. I don't know if that's been added on.
No,
That's quick.
it did seem quick, and I think they pulled it up so that the beep didn't get him.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm glad about that.
Did he get the wrong side of this? I think he's okay to go forward and take the customary 9-ball shot playing the game. Oh, he's got the right side, as you noticed where he walked.
Yeah, and he wants to be straight because that makes it unmissable. Once you start leaving them little angles where you've got to use 2 rails, you never know. Woodward is closing in on Shaw. He wins another rack. He pulls it back to just a 2-game deficit. He's on 5. Shaw is on 7. This is the action on the other two tables. Kopin Chung, he's playing Joshua Phillip. That's another rack over to Kopin Chung. He is 9-5 up. Philip's going to have to win the last 5. And a result just come in. Robbie Capito is through to the quarterfinals with a 10-8 win over Daniel Maciol. Maciol beat the defending champ last night, Francisco Sanchez Ruiz, fantastic US Open champion. So Capito is through to the quarters where he will play Fedor Gorst.
Yeah, I'm excited to see more of Capito.
Thank you. Rack 12. Skyler Woodward to break. Trailing by 5 racks to 7.
And I think, Carl, this is a vital game for Skyler Woodward. And it will definitely affect Jayson Shaw. If Skyler can get this game down, he needs a break and run. I don't know that he's had one yet this match. Let's watch the one. And the one is down. Is he going to get a shot? Not a good one.
Not a good one at all.
So the break and run continues to elude Skyler Woodward. As you can see with the look on his face. I will tell you his one pocket abilities have substantially grown. If anybody can find a safety, it would be him. Got the break extension down to 40 seconds. He's got plenty of time. Take your time. He glances at the clock. Got to make sure and cover this up here.
Wow.
Foul shot.
I believe he got a graze off of the
Ball in
6
hand.
there, Carl. Or was it off of the 3? I think it was the 6.
Yeah, he definitely grazed
Start
one
the
of the
clock,
balls. He's
please.
in shock. He's in complete shock.
Let's take a look. Oh, it was the 3.
All I would say, though, Scott, is where was he playing the cue ball?
Yeah, he was just playing it down there somewhere, Carl. And that's the problem. When you're playing it down there somewhere, it tends to backfire.
Yeah, you know yourself, when you're playing, you may play a shot, not really know where the cue ball's going. It always lands out weird for a top professional. Kopin Chung is at the table. This is for the match. Some of you who tune into the World Nineball Tour regular may think this is a shock result because Phil's on the wrong end of this result, but Kopin Chung, listen, he is a serious operator.
Yes, he's an assassin without a doubt. Makes the game look easy, just like his opponent. I don't think anything's a shock at this point, Carl, with these guys, and I'll say it again, it's the toughest tournament I've seen in probably my lifetime.
Cue ball needs to settle down here for Chung. It's okay.
And at the same time, Jayson Shaw flowing. 7, 8, 9 left.
Joshua Phillip knows the end is close.
Jayson Shaw wins the rack.
Skyler Woodward cannot get back in touch. We'll get back to that table in a minute. Let's just see how this one ends up. A little bit shy of pace.
Yeah, but Little Co is about to take this down. I think he can come 3 rails or 1, whatever he chooses. 3 rails out. Needs it to settle.
Needs it to settle. So, cue ball's landed in that weird spot where We all miss these at some point.
Oh, absolutely. And if there was ever a time, I know Filler's hoping it's now.
Jayson is watching the Ko Ping Chung 9-ball. It's there. Filler's out. Ko Ping Chung advances through to the quarter-finals. What a win. What a match. He will play the winner of Max Lechner, last year's runner-up, or Portugal's Miguel Silva.
Boy, look at the 9 cleanly into that pocket on the hill
Thank you.
game.
Eagle eye on the back of his shirt.
Rack 14. Jayson short break. Leading by 8 racks to 5.
One is down. What is the 2 doing? It might dress up. He has a shot. I don't know if he apologized with the wave or if he's upset with this, but either way, it could be a lot worse.
Yeah, he didn't control the cue ball how he would have liked. But that doesn't matter. All that matters is he's at the table.
I actually like the way he played that, Carl. Really nice, because this carries the cue ball back up towards the pink 4. So he decided to take one tough shot in the rack, and if he gets it down, he's back in line. Uh-oh, he needs a nudge. And he didn't get it, Carl.
This time didn't get the nudge. This is pacey.
It really was.
Skyler Woodward tempted with a bank.
Well, possibly.
Last
Yeah.
16 US Open, down 8-5.
Yeah, and you know, the score just doesn't seem like this is the way the match has gone, in my opinion. It seems a little bit closer to me, but maybe it's just me. I think he's going to play safe. I don't like this, though. I don't know what he was trying to do. Was he trying to bank the 4 down behind the 9 and 6? It just happened to him. Mishit it?
Yeah, I still like the bank. Let's go for it. Make something happen.
Well, I agree. You notice Shaw did that early in the match and took advantage. It does send a message. I don't blame you there. This is awful thin into that side. Oh, he didn't even play it.
Yeah, that tells you everything you need to know about that shot.
And those side pockets. Very, very tight side pockets.
I'm going to ask you a question, Scott. You have mastered the game of one pocket. That is a game that can be played on this
Well,
very
let me
pool
stop
table.
you, Carl. You can never
Well,
master
you know
that
what
game.
I mean.
Sure.
You're very good at
Extension
it.
code.
Do you think you see the safety shots at 9-ball easier because of that, or worse?
That's a great question. I actually see these guys playing defensive shots that I don't see playing the game of rotation.
Okay.
So I don't really know how to answer that question. It's a completely different game. Some of the shots will pop out at you, Carl, that these guys might not see. But there's some standard defensive plays in the game of 9-ball that I tend to overlook when I'm not playing it. But now that I'm playing it, I think that would be just fine.
Okay.
I think he's... I don't know what he's focused on. Maybe waiting to call an extension.
Extension code.
That's what he's done. Does he go for the pot, Carl? I think he could play it in the top left, actually, and wrap around right 2 rails below the purple 5. He's not doing that. Oh, he's hit it pretty nice. I think he's glued him. to the ball, or if not, very close.
Well, he's definitely glued in, but if there's a gap, Skyler may be able to swerve round. But even if you do swerve round...
Yeah, what's the result?
Kicking at this ball. Needs a bit of love.
Does he have a gap?
Well, if he does have a gap, that is...
Amazing if he has a gap.
I think he does.
He has the gap, Carl.
Wow.
Sometimes they answer your prayers.
This is why it can build up into a fantastic atmosphere. Got to take advantage of this role, though. It's just tough.
This is not easy. Yeah, he was quick with it. I don't know if the beep had him going, but he was quick with it. Pressure getting to Skyler just a little bit, which is kind of uncharacteristic. He's used to it, being a Mosconi Cup champion.
Not easy to pot the ball the way he played it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Maybe you just take your medicine and roll into the green 6 there, right? Using center to high cue ball. I agree with that, Carl.
What that means is a little bit like the Philocoping Chung match. Shaw's going to be on 9, Woodward's going to be on 5. If he won that rack, he's 2 behind. Now he's going to have to win the last 5 racks. Massive, massive rack. Huge rack this was.
Yeah, I agree, Jayson.
Shaw is on the hill. 9 racks to 5. Woodward is going to need the 5 remaining racks to stay in this year's US Open.
And if that happens, if Shaw wins, there are no more American players.
This was Robbie Capito moments ago. Fantastic win as he belts out a cheer. 10 racks to 8 over Maciel. Let's hear from the Hong Kong superstar.
Robbie, congratulations. A really exciting match with the fist pump from you at the end. Tell us about how it went.
Yeah, it was really nerve-wracking because I was up a lot. I think it was 6-2. And then I was struggling with the break, made him like come back to like 9-7, 9-6, 9-7. And then luckily he made a mistake because of the shot clock, which limited his time on thinking, so which made me seize the opportunity to finish the game.
What was it that happened with the shot clock?
Well, because it's just 30 seconds and the pressure is so high, you really need to think more, but that's the game, so yeah.
You're someone we've been talking about for a number of years, and you've had some really fine victories over some very good players. So what do you think has made the difference this week to turn it into a really sustained run in a big event?
Yeah, because I've been struggling to get through the single elimination rounds over the past few matchroom events. Like none of them were I never even made to the single elimination. So this US Open gave me a lot of fire to do my best, and just once I made it through to the last 64, I was like, I'm going to go all the way.
Some of the older viewers, particularly in the UK, will have very fond memories of Terry Griffiths, former world snooker champion, and his son Wayne is here with you. How big a role has he played in your development?
Yeah, he's been by my side the whole week, and he's been giving me pointers, giving me encouragement, so which helped me a lot.
Okay, well, you're through to the quarterfinals, and we look forward to seeing you later. Thanks, Robbie.
Thank you. Job's not done yet, so I'll be waiting for the final. Thank you.
Confident young man. He's got a big test next where he will face Fedor Gorst.
Yeah, and he said he's going all the way. Very confident, and you can't hate that.
Another confident player is the man on the left.
Thank you.
Scotland's Jayson Shaw now lives
Jayson Shaw to break.
in
On the
Connecticut
hill, leading 9-5.
with his wife, Ara Shaw, 2 children.
Yeah, great people. Just had an amazing tournament from what I saw. I followed the tournament online. Had a great tournament at Jayson.
He's won the match with a golden break.
Jayson Shaw won so much. Come on!
What a way to win. He is desperate. desperate for a second US Open Pool Championship title.
And just like that, Skyler Woodward, in the last American hope, is out of the US Open.